Hey besties, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. In this video, we are going to be testing out the new Tarte Cloud Coverage Foundation with SPF 15. I'm super excited to play with this foundation because, you know, I'm thinking on it and I don't think any of my foundations have SPF, and to be honest, I've really been slacking with incorporating that into my skincare routine, which is really bad, I know, but for that reason I am excited. Now this is a $39 foundation, so that is a little bit up there, and to be honest with Tarte, I don't dislike the brand, but I haven't been really intrigued to buy anything from the brand in a minute until I did see this and I was like, oh yeah, we need to pick this up and see if it is going to be worth it. And then they did come out with this brush right here. It is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Brush, which looks like this. It says Airlift brush on the back as well. So either way, that is the name. This is what it looks like. I'm a bit interested to see how this works on the face because it does look like the shape is a little bit different. But I want to go ahead and start off with the claims. The claims of this product, there's like a lot on their website, you guys. Like the list of claims for this specific product go on and on and on. But we're only going to read a couple. It says it has 24-hour hydration, 24-hour crease proof, 24-hour makeup transfer proof, vegan, that's amazing, dermatologist tested, broad spectrum SPF 15 sunscreen, which we already know, and it says it's a light as air, medium buildable, flexible coverage. So it has a lot of claims, you guys, like a lot of claims. So we do want to go ahead and just jump into it. I am, of course, as always, going to double prime my skin. And I just want to ask a quick question. If you have the Tatcha, the silk canvas, I just want to know how quickly these go bad, because to be honest, I've had it for over a year and every time I've been trying to use it as of late, it does this weird thing where it bunches up and then comes apart. So I feel like it's expired, but that's so sad because this was really, really expensive and this is how much I had left of the product, so it's really unfortunate. Anyways, we're gonna go into the e.l.f. Putty Primer and just blur out those imperfections. Also, you guys, have you tried the luminous one, like the luminous version of this? Because I haven't. I feel like they have a couple different versions, but this is the only one that I've tried and obviously really, really love, like really, really love. And then for my hydrating one, we're going to take the Vitamin Enriched Face Base from Bobbi Brown, which I have really, really been loving this stuff, like cannot get enough, which is unfortunate because it was really, really expensive, but I just love how it makes my foundation look and the skin feel throughout the day with all the products layered over top. So it is really, really one of my favorites lately. Now taking the foundation, I feel like I already said before, but this is $39, which is a little bit up there for a foundation, but it seems like a normal price for Tarte. And we have the shade 16B Fair Light Beige, which I hope this fits my skin tone. This is what it looks like up close if I didn't already show you guys. And yeah, we're just gonna squeeze this onto the face. I can't believe I didn't say anything about the texture, but the texture was really light and moussey and thick and not runny. I thought that was really, really interesting. And then remember how I was telling you guys that the shape of the brush is a little off? I really feel like this looks really, really different from the brushes I do have in my collection. But nonetheless, we're going to try it out. And if we don't like it, we will just go into a beauty blender. Oh, that has actually really good coverage. And the shade is okay. The shade is really good, actually. The brush is interesting. Like, I honestly can't say that I have one similar in my collection for sure. I don't have that many brushes, but I feel like I have an okay amount. And then with the other side, I definitely want to hit it with a blender just to see the difference of application with both. This is the side with the blender. I think that looks really pretty. And then this is the side with the brush. I enjoy both sides, but I will say that I definitely didn't really enjoy using this as much as I hoped I would. I mean, it's okay. This is a $30 brush, and honestly, I don't think I would want to pay $30 for this brush if I was going to go back in time, because I just feel like, I don't know, like the shape is really cool, okay? And it definitely blended it out really quickly, but I just feel like I was like trying to go over and over it a lot, so I kind of like lost some of the foundation, I feel. So I don't know, like maybe with a couple more uses and some trial and error, I would enjoy this, but for now I think I definitely would recommend the Beauty Blender for sure. Moving on to the rest of the face products, I am going to, as always, use products that I know for sure are really good to give this foundation the best chance. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Concealer in the shade L1, and I already know from experience that this one is really good. I've been using it a lot off of camera, and I love it so much, you guys. So just blending that out with a blender on both sides. I just love how easily it blends out. Obviously, like this shade is just so light, you guys. If I could go one shade darker, I definitely would, but I've already used it so many times, I definitely like can't return it. Definitely can't return it at this point, and I really don't want to, you guys. It would really make me sad to not have this in my collection, even for like a week. So I feel like that's how you know it's a pretty good one. I do feel like with this product though, sometimes you have to like blend it out right away, because it does that thing that some concealers do if you let them sit for too long, where they really set and they get stuck. You guys can kind of see that in this area right here. I hate it when that happens with products, you guys. Just bringing that up in case you guys ever use this one and have that issue. I definitely feel like that is why that happens sometimes, but the coverage is crazy. And then I'm going to set this with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, which we know and have loved for so many years, you guys. I feel like we have loved this one for a really, really long time, and it's just really, really good. And then I'm going to leave this area bare because we're going to put creams there. Taking the Soul Body Cream Contour, looks like this, and dipping our brush and just adding some structure and some warmth. I think I've already told you guys, but I've really, really, really been enjoying this product, you guys. If you are my skin tone and you do pick this shade up, know that the light shade is a little bit on the deeper side, so you might want to pick up the shade Fair. I just tried to mess with that concealer that dried down and it did something weird. Totally not the foundation's fault though, just mine. Sometimes I feel like this one is just a little too dark for me because I do have a really heavy hand, you guys. I like to take a blender that has some foundation on it and really just blend that. And then for blush, I'm going into the shade called Copper Rose from the Colored Rain new botanical collection. I did a video on that collection, you guys, and it was stunning. I really fell for the blushes and the lip products. The palette was really pretty as well, but that's just not what caught my eye as much as the lip products and the blushes. The blushes are so beautiful, and this is already in my everyday makeup bag. Such a good cream blush. I just noticed that I didn't even powder bronze. And I do also want to put it a little bit on my nose just because I think it's a really cute look, especially with this shade, you guys. And for the highlighter, I do want to go into Miss Jaclyn Hill's, what is this, the Flash palette. And I want to go into the shade right here called Iced. And maybe mix it with this shade as well. And as you can see, it's beautiful and really, really beaming. She did a really good job with this palette. I always end up overdoing it on one side of the highlight. This one is way more beaming than this side. I kind of wanted to keep it looking like this side, but that always just ends up happening to me, you guys. Like I said, I just have like a really, really heavy hand. And then for lip liner, I want to go into the new Colored Rain lip liner in the shade Decadent. I've really been loving this shade, you guys. Really beautiful deep brown shade. And over top, I want to go into the Luxe Gloss from ColourPop. You guys, I want to do a whole video on the Luxe Glosses. Like, I just want to order like a bunch of different shades and just do another swatch party because I really, really like this formula. I'm just adding this over top. And I want to set the face with the Green Goddess Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. I love the sprayer on this one. And in my opinion, it smells really, really, really good, you guys. So I will be back in about maybe like 6 to 8 hours to give you guys another look at the foundation up close and my final thoughts on it. Just because you really can't tell too much about a foundation until you have worn it throughout the day. So I do want to let you guys see what it looks like up close again. Once again, this was the side with the blender and this was the side with the brush. Again, the under eye right here is a little messed up because you guys saw earlier how I messed it up with the concealer, so that's not its fault. But yeah, that's what both sides look like, and I will also show you both sides in maybe like 6 to 8 hours. I love you, besties, and I will see you later. Hey, besties, it is currently 9:29. The last time I talked with you guys, it was 1 or 2 p.m. It is so hot right now in this house, you guys, so bear with me, please. But I have to say, I do enjoy this foundation. I do. I've had it on for over 8 hours, and I can say I do enjoy how it looks. But the main thing I really want to say to you guys is that it takes a lot for a foundation to make me look dewy throughout like the end of the day. It really, really does, and I feel like my face looks really dewy and oily, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what your preferences are when it comes to makeup. I think it looks nice. I think it's a little bit much for me, so maybe I would just recommend setting, because I didn't set here at all. And also, this foundation claimed that it was transfer proof, but I want to let you guys know that it did come off on my clothes, so it's not fully transfer proof. That's not true with this product, but it does give you a really nice look, a really nice wear. I do really like it. Even like right here in areas that I usually don't have oils peek through, I'm having those oils. So my one recommendation, if you don't like something like that, is to just set that stuff, which sometimes I do with products, sometimes I don't. This is not self-setting. I definitely think you should set it, because also it's not transfer proof. I think that's why I didn't set it, because I wanted to see if it was really like transfer proof or not, and it's not. So that was kind of like, oh, but I kind of figured, to be honest. I really enjoyed that it was a medium to full coverage. I definitely think you can get it to full with the brush, but the medium definitely comes through when you do use a blender. And even if you used a little bit more product, you could probably get it to full with a blender if that's your choice of application. I think that this is a nice product. I think that, is it worth $39? I mean, yeah, maybe like 30, you know, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you get it from QVC, which is where I got mine, then I believe you get the brush and the foundation for around $40, which is what I did. So that's what I would suggest if you want both products, and I think that is a good bang for your buck, honestly. So I actually do think that this product is really nice. I just want to play around with it a little bit more, you know, set it, see if that looks better. Maybe don't go in with the most hydrating products with it, and maybe that'll work. I think it's super interesting right now that I have normal to dry skin and I look a little bit oily. I hope you guys can see on camera that I look oily. So this is like different for me. If you guys are super duper dry, you definitely might want to try this foundation because it might really help. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful if you're looking into getting this foundation. I love you guys so super much. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so. Maybe leave a like, a nice comment below, and I will see you in the next video, besties. Have a great day.